G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Back Wheel video. Today I'm giving my initial review for the Dunlop D606 rear tyre. I've had the Dunlop D606, or as it's more commonly known, the 606 on my KLR for about 800 kilometers now. I've done a big mix of riding, from commuting to adventure riding to enduro style riding, so I've got a fairly good idea of how they perform so far. I can't tell you how they are to install because I got them installed at a bike shop. It was free install and I had to pick them up anyway, so I just got to chuck them on the rim while I was there. Let's have a look at the 606, and it is a fantastic looking tyre. It basically looks like a motocross tyre. It is a chunky beast. I think it looks great and it really suits the style of the KLR 650. It looks like it really belongs and makes it look kind of tough. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. When I first put it on, it was chunkier than this. This is after about 800 kilometers, but looks like it still has a ton of tread life left. I installed the 606 mainly for its off-road performance, and it's supposed to be a very good all-rounder. I'll start with the off-road performance. It is very good, and I'm extremely happy with how this tyre is performing off-road. This tyre is very good at everything and not great at anything. It's just a very good off-road tyre. In gravel it's solid, in mud it's very good, in dirt it's very good, in leaf litter it's good. Overall it just performs well in a broad variety of conditions. Tracks where I used to struggle with this, now I'm just going up really easily just by changing onto this more off-road orientated rear tyre. It has made a huge difference to my riding and makes me feel much more confident off-road. The only parts where I don't think it's great, and this is also because of tyre pressure, I've left it at the stock tyre pressure, which is in the low 30s. So if you dropped it into the low 20s, it'd make a huge difference, is in gravel. It can get a bit skatey and you can light it up in like your dirt gravelly section, especially when it's dry. It's much better than the previous tyres I had, the Bridgestone AX41 and the stock tyres that come in the KLR. They're absolutely woeful. But yeah, you can get it to slide out and have a little bit of fun. And considering this only has like 35, 40 horsepower, it's obviously easy to break traction with in the gravel, but in all other conditions, it performs very, very well. On-road performance is a bit of a mixed bag for me. Overall, I'd say it's solid on the road, not great. There's a little bit of road noise, kind of like a high pitch woo when you're in a straight line. That's right, woo. So that happens when you're going in a straight line at higher speeds, not even high speeds, like 80 kilometers and up. If you tilt from one side to the other, it does kind of go away. So there is a little bit of tyre noise there. When I first got it, the roads were wet and it just felt slippery and quite skatey. So you have to be wary of that and just ride to the conditions much more than previous tyres I've had. In the dry, completely fine. It does feel a little bit squirmy. And it can snake a bit, like I find in the highway sections, it is snaking more than my previous tyres have, and that is matched with the same front tyre, the AX41 that I've had on my last tyres, and they were rock solid and would track true, whereas this, yeah, definitely a little bit of movement. In twisty sections, it still can be a bit of fun. Like you can push this thing a little bit and it still grips well in the dry. Just be wary in the wet that, you know, they're limited. It basically looks like a motocross tyre, so you have to factor that in, and there's a lot of tread. So that's why you're getting that little bit of squirminess. So everything is about compromise. The road handling skills are solid, but not, you know, very good. They're just solid and they'll get you there. Let's have a look at the tyre life. As I said, this is after about 800 kilometers. You can see I haven't really gone out onto the edges much. In the center here, we are getting a little bit more wear. I'll come over this side for you. We are getting a little bit more wear, but nothing untoward at all. No big cuts, no chunks coming out or anything. I'm very happy with how this is wearing. People say you get like 5,000 kilometers out of a rear. If I was to get 5,000 kilometers out of the Dunlop 606, I would be extremely happy, especially considering the good off-road performance it has and the price I paid. I paid $178 fitted, that's including taxes. I think that's an extremely good price for the performance I'm getting, and if I get 5,000 kilometers, I'll be very happy. While we're talking about mileage, what kind of mileage have you gotten from your Dunlop D606 in the past? I'm curious to know, put it in the comments down below. So in summary, my first thoughts on the Dunlop D606 are okay on the road, you know, pretty solid. Not too bad in the twisties in dry conditions, not great in the wet. Off-road, they are very good, and I'm extremely happy with how they're performing, and they give me a lot more confidence off-road on the KLR 650. If you haven't, make sure you click that subscribe button. It helps grow the channel and create more content like this, and more importantly, keep it on the back wheel. Catches.